Hey beautiful people, hope you all are doing very well today. Welcome back to the Young and Independent Show, where we discuss a variety of topics to help young folks live lives that are spiritually fulfilled, lives that are value added, lives that are less materialistic, and lives that are financially independent. I'm your host Sil, and today I want us to talk about the African culture of the easy way out. So I'm very disturbed. I'm very disturbed by what is going on back home. I feel very sad because I know that things can be different and things can be better. I know that if the culture that we currently uphold is tweaked a little, is changed, a lot of young people back home will see the light. They will see the light. Their lives will definitely improve, and they will start to see an overall improvement in their economic circumstances. Let me explain. So I'm not speaking in parables here. I'll break it down. So generally, when you talk to someone in Cameroon, since I started, let me just keep it simple and straight to the point. Since I started a Young and Independent project last year, around July, August time, the aim of this project was to help young people back home. I just felt that people needed to hear the things that I had to say so that they can be set free, just as I was set free. I'm not standing here preaching because I'm righteous. I'm not. I've got my weaknesses. I work on them. But this is something that I see, and I think it's only fair to say it. People are going to come at me. Some will admit, if they're honest enough, that it's the truth, and the truth must be spoken, though it's bitter. And that if you really listen to me with an open heart, you just might change your life forever, and the life of your children, your grandchildren, and your family at large, even your society. For example, the Young and Independent Project is meant to educate young people on how to become, like I say in the beginning of the podcast, as the intro, to become financially independent above all things. There's spirituality in it, there's value addedness to it, but the focus is really to gain financial independence. I believe that that's when someone really gets their voice. That's true freedom. When you're financially upright, when you're financially good, you have true freedom. You can do what you want to do, when you want to do it, with whom you want to do it, and how you want to do it. When you have the money talks. Again, BS happens. Now, when I look back home, I look around me, even from my own family, people just don't want to put in the work. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. People don't want to put in the work. What I see is that people want you to do every single thing for them. So I started this project, and I had just recently completed a coaching course, which cost me some pounds. Not little. It's not small money. I paid for that course, and I learned a lot from my coach. And it was my first time being coached by anyone. The program was advertised on YouTube. While I was watching, I listened to music, and I listened to audiobooks a lot on YouTube. I know data is a challenge in Cameroon, but that's a topic for another day, how you use your data. So I listened to a lot of audiobooks, and I listened to a lot of, value-added stuff. I just feed my brain with the things that I need to boost myself, to develop myself, to get better, and to be a better version of myself in general. And I decided to, share the good news with my brothers and sisters, my aunties and uncles, and everyone who cared to listen. And then I started this Young and Independent project. That's how the project was birthed. After that coaching course, I felt, okay, it's time to give back to my society. I pay to be able to talk to you through this podcast. I pay every month for my podcast to be hosted on this site. I pay for my website every month for it to be hosted as well. So I spend money to be able to bring this information to you free of charge. I take my time, which is the most valuable resource on planet Earth, time. Once you die, you don't have any time, you're gone. But when you're alive, every single thing that you do is around the time that you have. I take my precious time and I search for job opportunities and I share it on the Facebook group and on WhatsApp and on Instagram, all our social media platforms for short. What I realize is that people just don't care. They prefer to beg you for money than to go about, trying to fish. You teach them how to fish, they don't want to hear it. I make a post on Facebook, job opportunity, all the details are there, job description, where it's located, what is needed, the email address, where you have to send your CV to. People don't even bother to read. The first thing they do is inbox me and say, I'm interested in that job, please can you help me? I'm like, what other help do you want? What other help do you want? I remember helping someone, to apply for a scholarship in a university abroad. And this person, I helped them. I had work, I had my school, I had, crazy schedule. I took my precious time, looked for a school for them. They got a scholarship. I booked every single thing for them, even their visa appointment, visa interview and everything. All they needed to do, I even told them the questions that will be asked and how to respond. They went there and they flunked it. They flunked. They failed. A simple question was asked and they gave the wrong answer, and that's the worst question to have missed. And they didn't make it. What other help do you guys want? I paid for a coaching course. I tell you that, okay, I'm willing to give this information to you for free. People charge big bucks. And one of the ladies, my little sister, she said to me, oh my God, thank you so much for giving this for free. I was about to pay $100K for someone to teach me this. And I just realized, what I've realized is that when people don't have skin in the game, they take you for granted. And honestly, there isn't much I can do. I know that people see the message that I post. I know that people listen to this podcast. If you don't want to listen to it, it's totally fine. If you want to change your life, you're welcome to listen. But what I have set out to do, I will do it, whatever the case. I remember someone exiting the group, the WhatsApp group I have for scholarships, those who want scholarships. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what, Cameroonians particular want. But with this attitude, success is very far-fetched. It's not going to happen. And you guys will keep poisoning people because of jealousy. You don't want to put in the work, but you're jealous of people who succeed. It's a shame. It's a shame. I'm sorry. It's a shame. A very big shame. Whatever you make out of your life, it's your responsibility. Allow others to enjoy their lives, the fruit of their labor. People join a WhatsApp group. They tell me the course they want to study. I take my precious time. You're not paying me for it. You're doing absolutely nothing for me. I don't owe you anything. Nothing. In most cases, I don't even know you, never met you. But I am willing to help. I go online, look for courses for you, make videos for you, write articles for you, and tell you all you need to do is read, follow the instructions, make the applications, and you're good to go. When you've done that, come back to me and we'll take the next step. Nobody came back to me. There's just one person, one young girl who came back to me. And guess what? Yesterday or 2 days ago, we paid for her UCAS. I paid with my card in pound sterling. And in a few weeks, she will get responses from her universities. Tomorrow when she goes to the UK, how does that concern me? When she starts to live her life, the only value that it adds to my life is the feeling of the good feeling, the oxytocin that I get for having helped someone get better, improve their lives. That's what the Young and Independent Project is about. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not looking for friends. I'm looking to help people. People who are hungry. The only way that you can change your life is if you are hungry. Look at all the stories from Oprah Winfrey to Viola Davis, to Patricia Bright, to Will Glory, Tan Jong, Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, you name it. Go and read their stories. Did not fall on their laps. They worked for it. They were intentional. They put in the work. It wasn't handed to them in a platter of gold. No. You guys have to change this culture. You send job opportunities. People don't bother to apply. They don't even bother to share with their brothers and sisters. You see a job opportunity, no share. Why aren't you guys sharing? You think that if you share and more people apply, you won't get a chance? No, God loves a cheerful guy. Let me tell you a secret. The more you share, the more you'll be blessed. It's not by not sharing that you'll get that job opportunity. You lie. You are actually shooting yourself in the foot. God will bless you for sharing. It's not because you share your food with someone that you will go hungry. No. No. Let me leave this one for a topic for another day, another podcast. I'll make a podcast about sharing and how powerful and important it is. Because in Africa, our own stinginess is too much. We're stingy with everything, even information that is not ours. We're still stingy with it. Job opportunity that we cannot even apply to, we won't share. Why? Why? Jealousy. That's the reason. You're jealous. Yeah, you're jealous. You're envious. You're self-centered. Where does it take you? What value does it add to your life? Misery loves company. I've heard that over and over. You must not be well off to want to see someone else doing good. And by the way, why are you even miserable? Why? There are opportunities out there, so many. But as long as you're standing on someone else's way, you are making no progress either. We have to change this culture. We have to change it. I tell you guys that Bitcoin is, you guys are hot. Oh, Bitcoin, you've heard about millions. Okay, go and get burned. When they give you an article and say, read this article about Bitcoin, anything beyond this, be careful. You don't want to do it. You just hear someone talking, oh, if you put 10,000 francs, you will get 50. Where does that happen? You put 10,000, you get 50,000. Where does that happen? Where? Guys, we need to change. We need to change. I'm not going to belabor the point, but we need to change this culture where we feel that people have to do things for us right up to the last, the finishing line. Even when they chew and put in your mouth, you need someone to tap your esophagus for the food to go down into your tummy. You even need someone to sit on the potty and push the waste out of your bum. Really? Is this how we're going to make progress in Cameroon or in Africa? I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. We'll keep remaining, in the dark. We will stay there and we will continue to poison our loved ones with our envy and jealousy. But why can't we make progress ourselves? What is stopping us? Nothing, if you ask me. People are just lazy. People are just lazy. People don't want to do anything. I tell someone in Cameroon, I say, listen, you guys are not working, you're looking for work. Go around, do some research. Tell me the kind of things that people want back home. So that I can buy, ship to you, you sell, return my principal, which is my capital, and keep the rest. And use that now to finance, to auto-finance the business. You can carry and send some money to me and I'll buy the stuff and send to you. I don't have any problem with that. I'm as generous as my dad, with my time, with my resources. But what I've decided is not to send money to anyone in Cameroon who has got 2 hands, 2 legs, who can work. If you're not coming towards me to ask me how can you better your life and doing what I say, I'm sorry. Money doesn't fall on my laps either. On anyone else's, by the way. You have to work for it. I work for it. I work until 2 a.m., 3 a.m. if I must. I work double shifts if I must. What are you doing to make your life better? you sit down and complain, Cameroon is this, Africa is that, corruption has done this left, right, and center? Do you think, wait, you've been complaining for years now. What has that gotten you? A trophy? A medal? Wow, clap for yourself. You see, Ngannou Francis got a heavyweight champion a medal yesterday because he went on the ring and he actually put in the work. He's been training, he's been boxing, and he even put his brain at risk of being blown out just to get that medal around his waist and to get the glory. What are you doing? Tomorrow you'll sit down and text him, oh, Francis, please, ton frère est là, on n'a rien à manger. BS. You have nothing to eat? Really? What are you doing? There's an amazing platform like the Young and Independent where job opportunities are there, economic opportunities are there, articles are there. You don't even bother to read. You don't bother to watch. You come and inbox me, please, I'm trying to organize something. Can you chip in? Chip in what? What? I don't have free money to give anyone. I work very hard for my money. You have to merit it. There are people who really need help. People who are sick, who cannot work. People who are in hospital. People who are in prisons, who cannot work. People who were born with some sort of medical disease. Even people who are lame are doing something to earn a living. People who are blind are doing something to earn a living. You have got 2 hands, 2 legs. All your faculties are intact. You're going about begging, professional beggar. Yet you're upset with people who are succeeding when they decide to put their foot on the ground and say, you know what, I'm going to grind the grind. This culture has to change. Don't expect anyone to do anything for you and your life will change. A young lady came and complained to me that, oh, my family, they have abandoned me and all that. 25-year-old? Are you serious? Are you serious? At your age, you expect people to be taking care of you? Which people, by the way? They don't owe you anything. I don't owe anyone anything. Nobody. Whatever I do is out of goodwill. It's not this entitlement mentality plaguing Africa. The moment you realize that you're on your own, you will wake up. If you're hungry enough, I guarantee you that you will succeed. Read the stories of everybody who has succeeded from grass to grace. They were hungry for success, hungry to make their lives better, hungry for food, real food that needs to go into their tummy, hungry. They didn't have anywhere to sleep. They were sleeping under bridges. And they swore never to let that happen again. And they went to work and they succeeded. That's how we succeed, guys. If you're asked to read an article, you read it. Don't expect anyone to spend their precious time to come and break things down for you that you could have read. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I try to be polite, but I don't have time for that. If you're not going to read it, okay, carry on your miserable life. Carry on your miserable life. Enjoy it. But don't expect me to give you a dime. I won't. And I expect every other person who is listening to this podcast and working very hard to stop enhancing or to stop encouraging laziness. There was a young lady who went on a panel in Paris and said people should stop sending money to Africa, and people came for her. Why? Why are you coming for her? Does anybody abroad owe you anything? Did you pay my flight ticket, or what was your contribution to my going abroad? What? Now you guys sit there and you're just expecting people. You think abroad is so easy that people just go around, money is falling. Man, you guys should stop this laziness. Stop it. You guys are complaining every day. Oh, there's no work. Have you gone and looked for a farm to till and harvest? No, you haven't. You're expecting a white-collar job. Who do you think is creating that white-collar job? These companies that you want to work at, who do you think is creating it? Why can't you create a company for someone else to come and work at as well? Why do you only want to go and work for someone else's company? Do you think that the people were lazy like you before they had this company? No. They went out of their way. They stepped out of their comfort zone and they risked it all for this company to be existing. And now you want to work there. Oh, there's no work in Cameroon. There's no work in Cameroon. There's no work. Create your own work. What's wrong with that? Create your own work. Create your own work. You're well capable of doing that. You're very well capable. If you don't know how to do it, go to my website, www.youngandindependent.com. Instead of going through social media, spending time watching rubbish, read those things and learn how to develop yourself. Learn how to create jobs. Learn how to create a job for yourself. Nobody owes you anything. Not the president, not the minister. Nobody owes you anything. Your success is in your hands. Like I always say, the honors is on you. No other person but you. Don't fool yourself. Don't be fooled by all these people making noise, all the government. That's noise. In that same country you're complaining about, under same circumstances, people are making millions under your nose. People are living comfortable lives. They don't have two horns on their heads. So get your act together. Get your act together. And sort out your life, for Christ's sake. And stop all this complaining. The only way you know that complaining is taking you nowhere is by just do a rundown of all the complaints that you've done and all the years that you've been complaining and whining. And write on just do 2 columns. Complaints and years, and then you write results. You will see that the other side of the column, result side, will be blank. And then you'll realize that you've been wasting your precious time. The most precious resource that you have on planet Earth, your time, has been wasted doing absolutely jack. I hope today's podcast was edifying. I hope it woke you up. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. I'm sorry if I was a bit hard, but some things have to be said in a hard way so that people can wake up. People can wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, guys. There's so much more to life. There's so many things that have not been done yet, waiting for you to do them. There's so many lives that have not been changed, waiting for you to change them. There's so many young people who are growing up, looking forward to come and work in your enterprise. Wake up already. Create it so that they can have a job when they grow up. And stop waiting for someone else to employ you. We have to change this attitude of just expecting. And like I said, the moment you come to terms with the fact that nobody, not your mother, not your father, not your brother, not your sister, not your child, owes you anything, your life will change. It will be a rude awakening. I swear to you, your life will change. If you please, if you choose. Whatever you make of it, the honors is on you. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Please follow us on social media. I'm sure that you heard me saying I post job opportunities on our Facebook and social media platforms. Facebook, we're Young and Independent People. Instagram, we're Young and Independent 35. Twitter, Young and Independent. YouTube, Young and Independent. And where you can get all the materials, all the articles, and all the information to really delve deep into the personal development space is on our website, www.youngandindependent.com. All right, if you loved it, please share it with a friend. And until next time, do take care.